Hey guys, I'm making this video to recap a great month of diving. I went out to the Channel Islands for the first time since the COVID pandemic started, and I also had the opportunity to dive mainland Santa Barbara a bunch of times. But I think the Channel Island diving trip is the one that really stood out to me because I got to see a bunch of my friends that I hadn't seen since the pandemic started over a year ago. And it was great just to catch up with them and talk stories and catch up on everything that's happened in this past year, which has been pretty crazy. The water was quite cold, 55 degrees when we jumped in, which just shocked me even through my 7mm suit. And the wind was like a little bit higher than you would have liked, and so the visibility wasn't quite as good as you would want, about 15 to 20 feet. But the life underwater was just crazy. Every time I dive the Channel Islands, I'm just reminded how remarkable of a dive spot it is. It's got these crazy drop-offs, huge kelp forests, pretty good visibility relative to a lot of other spots, and the life is just insane. Like, luckily a lot of the Channel Islands is this marine protected area, and you can really see the difference in fish behavior. We're in a normal unprotected zone. As soon as you kind of go down and the fish see you, they'll scatter because they're used to getting hunted by spear fishermen. But in a marine protected area where they're literally never been fished before, they're really curious and they'll actually come right up to you. And you can have like 15, 20 pound sheephead swim within like 5 feet. And I think I was really reminded of how awesome the Channel Islands were. I love diving in the kelp forest. It's my favorite spot to dive because you have this structure that goes from the seafloor all the way to the surface. It adds this level of verticality that you just really don't find in any other dive spot. And the level of life and the variety of life is crazy too. You can see swell sharks, you can see sea lions, huge schools of fish, spiny lobsters. Really anything goes in the kelp forest, and that's what I really love about it. But, you know, it's about $150 to get out to the Channel Islands, and so not exactly sustainable for college students. And I've been doing a lot of diving, mainland Santa Barbara, to just get in the water, keep my skills sharp. And the visibility has been, up and down. In some places it will be pretty good. We dove over Fuji a couple times, 15 to 20 foot viz. A lot of the inner reef has been taken over by purple urchins, which is kind of sad because it's just turning that area into this purple monoculture that doesn't feature any kelp. The outside reef still features these ridges with a lot of variety of life, and that's so cool to see. Like the invertebrates and the algae and the great viz just all combined. It's always a good time getting out there. We dove the Coal Oil Point MPA. Most people know it as Devereaux or Sands. The viz this month, not been good. We went out and it was maybe like a foot, and when it's that turbid, light really doesn't reach the bottom. We did a couple dives down and I put my hand in front of my face, couldn't see it. It was completely black. So not a great month for Coal Oil Point diving. So yeah, that's the end of the video. Pretty much an excuse just to offload a bunch of videos that were clogging up my hard drive. But I have a couple more diving trips planned through the end of this month, even though I've got a broken toe. So keep an eye out for that, and I guess I'll keep making more of these. See ya.